Hi students, welcome back. Let us continue with the topic integration testing. So in the previous video I explained about the Big Bang approach. Now coming to the next approach. The next way of doing the integration testing is the top down approach. Top down means from top until you're reaching down you are doing the test. Means you are doing the test in this way. Top down. It is a forward test. In top down approach testing, the testing takes place from top to bottom. Here, high-level modules are tested first. So, obviously, starting the higher level modules will be there. Means the module which is not integrated, means divided. It's a complete system. The high-level modules are tested first and then the low-level modules. So, this is a high level and this is a low level. The high-level modules are tested first and then low-level modules, and finally integrated the low-level modules to high-level modules. So first test this and second test these modules. After that again integrated these two modules. Finally you have to integrate the low-level modules to high-level modules to ensure the system is working. So to make the system is working. So this condition, this way of testing, you call it as a top-down approach. So what I had done here, I just tested the first module and after that I tested the low-level modules. Again I integrated the low-level modules to high-level module and again I test. So before dividing I test, after dividing also I test. So here the stubs are used, a concept stubs is there. A stubs are used as a temporary module if a module is not ready for integration testing. So in the top-down approach, we use the concept stubs. So what is a stub? A stub is nothing but a temporary module. The one thing you have to be note that stubs are a dummy. Stubs are dummy modules. It's just a dummy modules. It doesn't have anything, okay? Only for the sake of reference only you are keeping the dummy modules. So stubs are used as a temporary modules. If a module not ready for integration testing, suppose this is one, the main page, and here this module is still not ready. But if you want to done an integration testing on this too, but this module is not ready, you keep, instead of this module, you can put stub here. That is a temporary module. So if integration is not ready, if it is not ready for integration test, if this module is not ready for integration test, then you can make one stub here and you perform integration testing here for the final thing. So this is about it, a stub. So the stubs is always used in the top-down approach only. So let me explain about that stubs here. So here is I'm taking one example, that is the modules are integrated by moving downwards. So this is a top-down approach. So the modules are integrated by moving downwards through the control hierarchy. One hierarchy is following, beginning with main program. So this is a main program that I have divided into A, B, C, D sub-modules. Okay. So the top module is tested with stubs. So how can I test this A module? Here B is there, but CD is not ready. The CD is not ready. So first in the top-down approach or in whatever it may be, first you have to test the higher levels. If you want to do that, test the higher levels, the B is ready, but CD is not ready because they are still in, has to perform unit testing. Okay, they are not ready. They are doing unit testing. So you just keep some dummy modules, that is FG. The top modules is tested with stubs. Here FG or stubs. After that, the stubs are replaced with actual components one at a time. So here, so after completion of this CD, unit testing is over. If these modules are ready for integration, then they are replaced here. In the place of FG, they are replaced. Okay, so the stubs are replaced with actual components one at a time by using depth first search or breadth first search manner. As new modules are integrated, some subset of test is rerun. That will be tell in the regression testing. It is one of the regression testing methodology. So this is what exactly the testing will be done. This is following the top down approach. From top you are checking everything. Okay, so let me take another example to explain about the stubs here. So I said stubs are used for only in top down approach. In the top down approach we use the concept stubs. The stub is nothing but it is a dummy module. Okay, so here a login page is there and here an admin page is there. Okay, so the login page is ready for testing. So this page is already ready for testing, but admin page is still under development. So here the login is just calling the admin page. So whenever I entered by using my login details here in the ready for testing, so there the login, they are just given some username, ID and password, they enter into that page. There he just calling the admin page, but admin page is still in under development. It is not ready for integration. So then what they will do, they just keep one dummy page. So that dummy page, dummy program, you call it as a stub admin page. A stub admin page will be placed here. So whenever the completion of the project, test module is over, they will replace the stub with admin, the real admin only. Okay, so whenever you are, suppose if you are using as any site, in the site if you click on one page, it's saying that the page is under construction, like that. So in the same means they are using the stubs there. A dummy program has they are used in. So here the stubs is nothing but it is called a program. It is a called program. The first thing is the stub is a called program. So that's why we are using in the top down approach. So this is the top and this is the bottom approach, top down. So the top is calling the admin. So that's why stub is a called program. The stub is a called program. If a called program is incomplete, suppose this is a called program, admin. If a called program is incomplete, then it is replaced with a stub program. This happens in only in top-down approach. So this is about the top-down approach. Thank you.